Good afternoon and welcome to unit number 3 of mechatronics, that's control system. And this is the lecture number 3, block diagram reduction examples we are going to see in this example. My name is Sachin Todkar. I'm assistant professor in Nova Sahyadri Education Society. So this is example number 9, in which you can see here there are feedback loops H1, H2, H3, H4 and 4 gain function G1, G2, G3, G4. But the arrangement is somewhat different, and that's why we need to change this arrangement to simplify this, because there is no inner loop is showing here. So for that purpose, what we are going to do, we'll see here. We are going to shift this point A, take a point or pick up point, to point B. So it will be helpful. It will create some simplification. Okay. For that, what we are going to do, we are going to use that moving that pickup point from this point to this point, that we have to divide it by G4 function, and that is in your next slide. So it is 1 divided by G4, 1 divided by G4. If I multiply 1 divided by G4, it means it is divided by G4. Then this is the simplified function in which there will be G3 multiplied by G4 and H4 will be evaluated as a feedback function. Then we will go towards the next step. So these two steps are simple and understandable. We can see here, this is H3 divided by G4, H2 divided by G4. And after simplification, again I'll show you, this is G3, G4 and this is feedback loop. So after simplification, it is becoming G2 is multiplied here, G3, G4 divided by 1 plus G3, G4 into H4. So this is simplification of feedback loop, and this is multiplication of G2 function as it is in cascading. Then we are going to simplify these functions. Now again, you can see here, this loop number 2 is easy to evaluate because it is simply a feedback function with negative sign. So we can simplify it. And these two are in series, so we can add them. Plus and minus sign is there, so we can add them directly. So the feedback loop number 2 will be like G2, G3, G4 divided by 1 plus G3, G4, H4 plus G2, G3, H3 by simplification. Okay, by simplification we'll get this answer, and loop number 3 will become H2 minus G4 H1 divided by G4. It is somewhat, you can say, you have to use some mathematical terms. That is, you have to make the denominator same, and you can do that particular thing easily. With the help of that, there is simplification of loop number 2 and 3. And then after eliminating loop number 2 and 3 and multiplying with G1, sorry, I'll just show you. Multiplying with G1, you will get this one. G1, G2, G3, G4 divided by 1 plus G3, G4, H4 plus G2, G3, H3. And this feedback loop is as it is. Now again you have to simplify with the help of the rule number 6 of feedback loop, using that your rule number 6, and simplifying this, you will get the expression of transfer function like G1, G2, G3, G4 divided by 1 plus G2, G3, H3 plus G3, G4, H4 plus G1, G2, G3, H2 minus G1, G2, G3, G4, H1. Now some of the students have asked me, sir, if we will do the functions in different way, the same answer will come. Definitely, if you are following all the mathematical rules, you are not defaulting anywhere, then your answer will be 100% same as the answer in this example, because these are all mathematical numericals. So any method you are adopting, you will get the same answer. Now example number 10. Now you can see here, again there is some complication due to this takeoff point and this point. So what we are going to do, we are going to shift this takeoff point ahead of G3. We will see here, the takeoff point is taken ahead of G3, and that's why it is multiplied by 1 divided by G3. Now you can see here these three. This is a feedback, feed forward function, and this feedback function will be simplified easily with the help of that particular thing. Again, what we have done, we have disconnected this line and we have taken here as H1 1 divided by G3. So this is the simplification of loop number 1, and that's loop number 1 will give you G2 G3 in series, and H1 divided by G3 plus H2. There will be addition because it is negative sign is taken outside, so this will be added. And in next step, we have taken that feedback loop. The answer is like this, multiplied by G1, and again we'll take feedback loop, and again we'll take this feed forward path of G4. So this will be G1 G2 G3 divided by 1 plus G2 H1 plus G2 G3 H2 plus G1 G2 H1, and this G4 will be in feed forward path, so it will get directly added here, G4 plus the term which is in this box. The same term will come here as it is. Now in the example number 11, what we are going to do, we'll see here. We are going to use the feedback loop here because it is feedback here, and H3 will be here, and H1 H2. This H1 and H2 has been multiplied. We have just interchanged that summing junctions because we know that summing junctions A plus B is always equal to B plus A. So summing junctions can be interchanged. If there is nothing in between, that if there is no block in between, then you can interchange that summing junctions. So it has been simplified. This summing junction is taken here. This summing junction is here, H1, H2, and this H3 is coming inside that particular junction. So what we are going to do here, we are going to use feedback function first, then we'll multiply it with G1, then again we are taking feedback, and the last feedback. So this will be the steps in action. So what we are going to do here, we'll see. Rearranging the blocks, we'll get this. We are going to use this G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2, and again multiplied by G1 here. So G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2. Then we are going to use the feedback function G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 whole divided by 1 plus G1 G2 plus divided by 1 plus G2 H2 into H3. We are going to simplify this and eliminate the particular denominator. So by simplifying, it is becoming G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G1 G2 H3 plus G1 G2 H1 H2. So this is the final answer of that particular block diagram reduction. Now, some of the students have asked me that, so what are the applications of these feedback functions? So the applications of the feedback functions in mechatronics are like this: anti-lock braking system in your ABS system. In all the four-wheelers, we are going to use, we are using this anti-lock braking system. So what is this anti-lock braking system? It monitors the speed of each wheel to detect the locking. When it detects sudden braking, it will release braking pressure for a moment and then provide optimum braking pressure to each wheel. So this is called as a feedback looping system. With the help of that, we can have a more safe drive with ABS anti-lock braking system. The operating principle is like this: limiting the pressure to any wheel which decelerates too rapidly. If there is complete deceleration of any wheel, then we are going to limit the pressure with the help of that feedback loop function. A speed sensor is used for measuring the speed of the wheel and sends it constantly to the computer. So speed sensor constantly sends the feedback to the computer about that speed limit or if it is completely stagnated. Depending on the initial brake pressure and the speed of the wheel, the computer modulates the brake pressure as fast as 15 times per second. So 1 divided by 15 is that particular response time of that particular feedback system. And that's why your vehicle will not be skid. It will have some release in pressure and the wheel will rotate. Then engine management systems. In engine management systems of all new vehicles, we are going to use these much sensors. So accelerator, mass airflow, battery, temperature, NOx sensor, oxygen sensor, fuel pressure sensor. Every sensor is there to give the input signals to the interfacing device. The microcontroller will work for that particular system and it will help us to get the output drivers like relays, fuel pump, oxygen heater, cam control, recirculating valves, idle control, and other functions. Injectors, spark plugs, everywhere we are going to use these this you can say sensors to get more accuracy, more efficiency, and ease in you can say driving. So these are the things we are using in mechatronics for that particular application. Then home heating system, we have just seen we have seen in first lecture, that is air conditioner system. In case of cold temperature, home heating system also can be used, or home temperature control system can be used with the help of mechatronic devices and that feedback control systems. So the feedback will be measured temperature process variable signal. So that temperature or sensor will measure the temperature for that particular home and it will regulate all the thermostat or furnaces or home heating systems. So that is the additional benefit of mechatronics control systems, that is the feedback loop systems. Okay, you will get all the notes here on this blog. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me anytime. We'll meet again in next lecture. Till then, Sachin Tokar is signing out.